Las Vegas. This is NAB Show Live, produced by Broadcast Beat.
Brian Salazar from NAB Show Live and Broadcast Beat. We've got a special guest, David Walton from JVC. How you doing, sir?
Good to see you, Ryan.
All right, great to have you. So talk about what you guys are doing at the show.
Well, our theme this year at NAB is OnAir Over IP. This is an area that JVC has been working in for quite a number of years, and it has all come together here at the NAB Show. The ability of the camera to produce IP or Internet Protocol streams and send its signals out over the Internet or through a network has been gaining ground, and broadcasters are now using this in place of news trucks and satellite trucks, because we can now generate reliable streams through the camera with low latency, and they can do live shots from the field. Raycom, one of our good customers that owns 62 TV stations, they just standardized on this for all of their ENG. This is a brand new GYHM 660. They actually have about 400 of the 650s, the predecessor. What we've added to the new 660 is we've improved the sensitivity with new chips. It's now F12. It has some internal improvements, but we added an IFB audio channel. For those people who are not familiar, IFB is the audio signal that goes from the station or from your director back to your talent or back to your camera operator. Now, for somebody who's not doing broadcast, somebody who's doing videos on a trade show floor, for example, if you were doing live transmissions, you could be getting cues from your live station, and you get those cues and you'd be able to do live broadcasts without a backpack, without a truck, without anything other than a camera and a microphone. Now, to cover areas where you might have a little bit of signal interference, because you get into a venue like this or into a stadium where you have a lot of interference from cell phones or from Wi-Fi. In this place, there's hundreds of Wi-Fi hotspots. It's almost impossible to get Wi-Fi. We use private radios. We have a more elaborate system over here, which is called a mesh network, and those can utilize a TV station's own BAS frequencies. But we also have some very inexpensive radios from Ubiquiti and other companies that you can put onto the camera and actually get complete coverage of the convention hall or a stadium without the interference, and you have better range. So where would a non-broadcaster use that? Well, one of the things that we discovered was that the sports market, high school and college sports, they have a lot of coverage they want to do without the whole system. A high school may only want to go out with a single camera. They want to stream to YouTube or Ustream, and they can now do that because we have a product we call the GYHM 200 SP. And if you want to walk over this way, I can walk around and show you the camera and just what the results are with it. This is the GYHM 200 SP, SP standing for Sports Production. And it's a relatively inexpensive camera, around $2,600, that does live streaming, and you can stream through a Wi-Fi or an LTE hotspot or through a more powerful radio like one of the Ubiquitis, and stream to a network connection where now you can put the stream out over the internet onto, say, YouTube or Ustream. A school could use this to cover a football or a basketball game. And the interesting thing about the camera is we've added the ability to do a real-time score overlay in the camera with an iPad, for example. Here we're using to input score information, and this is set up right now for football. You can see there's a flag on the play. You can do all this right here with an iPad connected wirelessly to the camera and be streaming that signal from the camera out over the internet, and at the same time record that entire signal in HD on memory cards in the camera. This is really cool. People can use this in a very simple operation to do very complete coverage of an event. In addition, if you don't want to key the scores in yourself, we have an interface with this is one of many scoreboard controllers that you would use in a stadium, high school or
actually,
college
let's do a pickup on you talking about that. So
okay,
go ahead, Dave. Just let them know.
3, 2.
if you don't want to enter the scores yourself, we have an interface to scoreboard controllers. This happens to be one by Datatronics, who use these with the actual scoreboard in the stadium. So that interface there, the ScoreBot by Sportscast, will interface with the camera and feed the score information into the camera so it can do the overlay. So with just that connected to the scoreboard controller, a person can do the game in the stadium and not have to enter the scores and have the overlay, a professional done overlay on there. This is really picking up an interest. This whole over IP technology that we're putting into all of our cameras, we're just seeing the beginnings of it. Facebook has just started streaming live video. With our broadcaster server over there, we can now take the stream from one of our cameras. A TV station would likely do this. They can take the stream, that will route it to multiple destinations simultaneously. So take camera one, or up to as many cameras as the station has hooked up. They can select where they want the output to go. It can go to the master control console for switching to go out over the news. They can add a destination like their website to it. They can also add a Facebook page, stream it to another station in the group or to their entire network simultaneously from one camera. They don't have to decode, re-encode those and send them out. This is all done right there automatically in the server. They just click off where they want the destination to go and the stream goes out. So if you do a 2-minute break in the news for a live fire or something like that, the reporter says, footage continues live from the location here on our website and Facebook page. That is then automatic. The footage will then continue. So
wow, that's excellent. Awesome. Well, David Walton from JVC Kenwood, it was awesome having you, the Assistant Vice President of JVC Kenwood USA Corporation. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.